Hey there, trainer. Tonight, we're going to drift off with one calming fact for every original Pokémon from Bulbasaur all the way to Mew. Whether it's a quirky moment from the anime, a forgotten game detail, or a hidden gem from the trading cards, these facts are soft, simple, and designed to help you relax. Let's begin. Bulbasaur is the only first-stage starter Pokémon that's dual-type. Ivysaur's flower bud gets heavier as it absorbs sunlight. Venusaur's flower releases a soothing aroma that calms others. Charmander's flame will go out if it becomes too weak to live. Charmeleon's tail burns hotter when it's angry. Charizard refuses to fight weaker opponents in the anime. Squirtle's shell is designed to reduce water friction. Wartortle's tail is a symbol of longevity in Japanese folklore. Blastoise's cannons are so powerful they can punch holes through steel. Caterpie inspired early anime episodes with its emotional evolution. Metapod can harden so much that it becomes unbreakable. Butterfree can remember people even after years apart. Weedle's nose functions like a radar for danger. Kakuna occasionally moves when threatened, despite appearing still. Adriel defends its nest and swarms. Pidgey can manipulate wind with its wings. Pidgeotto patrols its territory with keen eyesight. Pidgeot can fly at speeds over Mach 2. Rattata will chew anything to keep its teeth from growing too long. Raticate uses its whiskers to maintain balance while swimming. Spearow flaps its wings so fast you can hear it over long distances. Fearo's beak is sharp enough to pierce through thick soil. Ekans can move silently to sneak up on prey. Arboxid markings vary based on region. Pikachu short-circuited a power plant in the original anime. Raichu's electricity is so strong it can knock out an Indian elephant. Sandshrew curls into a ball to bounce off walls. Sandslash's claws grow sharper with frequent digging. Nidoran female sign is one of the only Pokémon with a gendered name. Nidorino loses its ability to breed once it evolves. Nidoqueen's scales become tougher after every battle. Nidoran male sign has larger ears to detect distant sounds. Nidorino's horn can inject powerful venom. Nidoking uses its tail to smash through obstacles. Clefairy was once considered to be Pokémon's mascot before Pikachu. Clefable can walk on water, according to early lore. Vulpix starts with one tail that splits as it grows. Ninetales can live for over 1,000 years. Jigglypuff's song is based on an ancient lullaby. Wigglytuff's body is so soft it can bounce back from any hit. Zubat uses supersonic waves to detect its surroundings. Golbat can drink over 10 ounces of blood in one go. Oddish buries itself during the day to avoid sunlight. Gloom's stench is strong enough to make people faint. Volbloom has the largest petals in the Pokémon world. Paras is partially controlled by the mushrooms on its back. Parasec's host is considered completely taken over. Venonat's eyes function like radar dishes. Venomoth flaps its wings to release a toxic dust. Diglett lives underground and grows plants in its tunnels. Dugtrio may actually be 3 Diglets or one being with 3 heads. Meowth is the only non-legendary Pokémon that can talk in full sentences. Persian's gem is rumored to grant it hypnotic powers. Psyduck gets powerful psychic surges only when stressed. Golduck was once thought to be a Japanese water spirit. Mankey gets angry even while dreaming. Primeape is said to die if its anger gets too intense. Growlithe is known for its extreme loyalty. Arcanine is called a legendary Pokémon in the original Pokédex. Poliwag's swirl shows its internal organs. Poliwhirl can make enemies drowsy by swinging its belly pattern. Poliwrath can swim the entire Pacific Ocean without tiring. Abra sleeps 18 hours a day to preserve psychic energy. Kadabra was once a boy who transformed mysteriously. Alakazam's brain grows so large it uses spoons to focus its powers. Machop can lift over twice its body weight with ease. Machop wears a power belt to regulate its strength. Machamp can throw 500 punches per second. Bellsprout melts prey with acidic saliva. Weepinbell hangs from tree branches to nap. Victreebel lures prey with a sweet smell and digests them slowly. Tentacle floats aimlessly like a jellyfish until disturbed. Tentacruel has 80 tentacles it can control independently. Geodude often gets mistaken for regular rocks. Graveler rolls down mountains to travel faster. Golem can survive lava and explosions unharmed. Ponyta learns to control its flames shortly after birth. Rapidash can run faster than the speed of sound. Slowpoke's tail falls off easily and grows back without pain. Slowbro evolves when a shelter clamps onto its tail. They share a symbiotic bond. Magnemite hovers due to electromagnetic waves it generates naturally. Magneton can disrupt radio waves when grouped in large numbers. Farfetch'd is based on a Japanese saying involving a duck and green onion, implying something convenient. Doduo's heads have distinct personalities and can disagree on where to go. Dodrio gains a third head that somehow shares the same body control. Seal's fur keeps it warm in icy waters, and it's always wet to the touch. Dugong sleeps under sheets of ice and surfaces only to breathe. Grimer was born from toxic sludge exposed to X-rays from the moon. Mook's sludge trail kills all plant life it touches. Shelter's tongue is actually stronger than its shell. Cloyster can close its shell with enough force to crush boulders. Ghastly can envelop an Indian elephant in 2 seconds with gas. Hunter can phase through walls and lick victims to paralyze them. Jengar has a Pokédex entry that describes it as a human shadow that got lost. Onyx grows stronger and more magnetic as it absorbs iron-rich soil. Drowsy eats dreams and remembers the taste of each one. It no one's hypnotized the child and led them away in a Pokédex entry. Krabby communicates with other Krabby by clacking its pincers rhythmically. Kingler's massive claw is too unwieldy for delicate movements. Voltorb was discovered when Pokeball started behaving strangely. Electrode is known to self-destruct just from hearing a loud sound. Execute is technically a group Pokemon, they act in unison. Executor can grow a new head instantly if one falls off. Hubone wears its mother's skull and mourns under moonlight. Marowak is the first Pokemon canonically described as having died in Lavender Town. Hitmonlee's legs can stretch like springs for long-range kicks. Hitmonchan has a punch speed that rivals a bullet. Lickitung's tongue is twice the length of its body. Coughing grows bigger and more toxic in hot, humid areas. Weezing thrives in dirty urban environments and feeds off pollution. Rhyhorn often forgets why it was charging due to its small brain. Rhydon was the first Pokemon ever designed, predating Pikachu. Chansey was once the rarest Pokemon in the Safari Zone. Tangela hides its true body behind its vines, which regrow constantly. Kangaskhan's baby has no known evolution or separate form even today. Orsia spits ink with sniper-like accuracy to escape predators. Cedra's spines are filled with thin and potent enough to stun humans. Goldeen uses the Torn for battling and digging through riverbeds. Seeking creates underwater nests with precision. Stereo glows its core red to signal for help from other Stereo. Starmie emits radio signals that can be picked up from outer space. Mime can create invisible barriers hard enough to repel rocks. Scyther's scythes are sharp enough to split logs in a single slash. Jinx speaks in a mysterious language in the anime, translated only once. Electabuzz causes blackouts by draining entire power plants. Magmar has a body temperature that exceeds 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit. Venser can crush logs with its horns and doesn't feel pain. Tauros gets more aggressive when its tails are whipped. Magikarp's splash is based on a Chinese legend about perseverance. Gyarados evolves due to Magikarp's desperation and rage. Lapras was nearly extinct due to overhunting by humans. Ditto can't transform properly into some Pokemon, especially if stressed. Eevee's unstable DNA reacts to environment-based evolution stones. Vaporeon can merge its body with water, becoming invisible. Jolteon grows sharp, needle-like fur charged with static. Flareon's internal fire sac burns hotter than lava. Porygon was the only Pokémon created entirely from computer data. Ulmanite swims backward by spinning its shell like a propeller. Ulmastar became extinct likely due to its heavy shell. Kabuto's eyes glow in the dark, and its shell is ancient and fossilized. Kabutops slices prey open and drinks their bodily fluids. Aerodactyl's voice is set to shake mountains. Snorlax only awakens to eat and consumes over 900 pounds of food a day. Articuno appears to those lost in icy mountains to guide them. Zapdos causes lightning storms when it flies. Moltres heals itself by dipping into lava. Dratini sheds its skin as it grows to control immense power. Dragonair is able to change the weather with its antenna-like wings. Dragonite is said to be kind-hearted and can circle the earth in 16 hours. Mewtwo was created by manipulating Mew's DNA. It's one of the first examples of cloning in Pokémon. Mew contains the genetic code of all Pokémon and is said to appear only to those with pure hearts. Thanks for relaxing with 151 facts. Whether you made it to Mew or drifted off somewhere around Weedle, I hope this helped you unwind. Sleep well, trainer, and may your dreams be full of shinies.